Hi, I'm Andrew Wasson. Thanks for joining me for my weekly guitar blog. It's November 23rd, 2014, and this week we're going to be working on how to create some blues licks in 9/8 time signature. And this week's question was sent in from Ivan. He's out in San Francisco, California, and he wrote in with this email. I've been working on blues licks a lot and ran into an interesting idea in a Buddy Guy song that had a section in 9/8 time. It definitely had a different feel than 4/4 time, and I wanted to know if you could explain how to count in 9/8 and maybe demonstrate a few licks in 9/8 time as well. There's a really cool sound to 9/8, and I'd like to learn more guitar licks from this feel. Thanks from Ivan in San Francisco, California, USA. Well, thanks for writing in, Ivan. 9/8 time signature is what is known of as a triple meter. We feel this time passing by as a count that would be very similar to performing triplets consistently in 3/4 time. So instead of counting, as we would with triplets, going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and we would instead count 9/8 as simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so we would tap our foot 3 times per measure in 9/8, and the note that would receive the count would actually be the dotted quarter note. Now, in getting started, I want to perform a guitar lick that's in 4/4. Then we're going to switch over into 9/8 so you can get a really good idea for the change in feel that occurs there. Plus, you're going to learn a few new guitar licks for playing blues in 9/8 as well. So let's zoom in on the neck and get started. Okay, let's get things off to a start in 4/4 time, just so you can hear how on the beat, straight time feel guitar lick sounds and behaves. And this will also help in regard to when we move on to the triple meter feel in 9/8 time. You'll have something fresh in your mind that you can compare the straight feel to the triple meter feel. So here's a straight time feel blues lick in the time signature of 4/4. So you can really hear the way the line has that attack against those downbeat feels. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really on that push. So let's move next into the world of 9/8, and you get a really different effect after you transition over. All right, now that you have that straight on the beat feel fresh in your mind from the more common 4/4 time signature, let's move into the world of 9/8. Now, keep in mind that this is a triple meter, so things are felt quite strongly in a group of 3 feel. So the idea is to just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and have that nice rolling effect going on in the back of your mind. Here's the lick. Here's how it sounds. I'll play it a little slower at first. And I'll speed it up a little so you can hear it a little bit faster. But you get a chance to hear, in the difference between that straight time feel and this triple meter feel. This thing really has a flow, like a real rolling effect to it that we just don't have in the straight time ideas at all. And plus, because we're counting 3 beats inside the measure, it's a really different effect as well. I think it has a very lyrical, very, strong sort of singing effect to it. So from here, let's just keep enhancing the way that we're executing different kinds of durations in the style. And we're going to move on to a little bit more punchier effect next. Well, there's a really nice effect that can happen with 9/8 when we go and add 16th notes into the mix. The feel obviously gains some speed across the sound, and its phrasing of the melodic ideas we perform changes slightly, but there's even more to it than that. The feel of our phrases takes on a tighter, punchier effect when we apply 16th notes in 9/8. I've got a lick here that uses a few 16th notes mixed against the 8th notes and so forth here in 9/8 time. So here's the lick. I'm going to play it a little bit slower at first. Goes like this. So we have those fast punches through the 16ths up front. Takes a little bit more time off there when we go to that eighth note, but then we're going to have a bend on a dotted eighth. Doesn't last long though, and we're going to do a faster 16th note run after that. And then we'll have a quarter note dropping down into the eighth that's tied to that dotted quarter. Here it is again. It's a really interesting feel with those 16ths coming in. Let's do something else with these 16ths and maybe even get a little faster yet. Well, a final example in 9/8 is a very busy lick that contains a lot of 16th notes and even a couple of 32nd notes. I really like this sound actually because it creates a fast flowing effect to the blues lick that is very unique to the time signature in 9/8. Now keep in mind that this lick is pretty fast, so learn it slowly and fully comprehend the fingering layout for the notes before you try to speed it up. So here's how it sounds, first played a little slower. You can hear the 32nd notes coming in with that hammer-on pull-off. Here it is a little bit faster. Okay, here it is again, a little bit faster. You're really starting to get the effect of this feel now when you have so many 16th notes just blasting along, and even adding in the embellishment there with the 32nd coming in as well. Here it is one more time for you. Well, you know, working in 9/8 is like being submerged within a permanent group of three triple meter feel. It's a very strong rolling effect that produces not only a great environment for playing blues, but it's also a very unique one as well. See, 9/8 isn't anything like the common 4 beats per bar, you know, sort of boogie woogie ideas that we get from so many other blues feels. 9/8 establishes a permanent triple meter groove over an underlying group of three, something that we don't get from 4/4, 2/4, or even 6/8 time signatures. So spend a few practice hours messing around with the study of 9/8 time in the blues style. I'm positive you'll get a number of interesting ideas and you'll develop a strong appreciation for this very unique feel. Anyway, that's about all the time I have for today. As always, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great week, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.